If you want to know the way to 10x, a matter of fact, 100x your life, it's by always living out of your comfort zone. And this is pretty unconventional advice because the standard advice is just be comfortable and as long as I'm comfortable, I'm happy, and as long as I just have all the things I need. But in reality, if you want your life to get better and if you want to always improve, you need to constantly, and I mean constantly, be uncomfortable. So here's how you actually live outside of your comfort zone. Because it's easy to hear this and go, okay, comfort zone bad, and then never go and actually live outside of your comfort zone. So you need to know how to actually properly constantly be uncomfortable. And the first way to do this, and the first sort of step to always live outside of your comfort zone, is to try new things. Constantly try new things. Bro, I know sometimes it's scary to sign up for that new martial arts gym. Sometimes it's scary to go to that new rock climbing gym or to go to that new place. But I promise you, the more and more you put yourself in these uncomfortable situations, the faster your life is gonna progress. If you're on self-improvement right now and you're wondering why you're kind of anxious and you're wondering why you're not really making that much progress right now, it's because you're living way too comfortably. You're doing all the good habits, yeah, you're sat at home, you're reading, you're meditating, wow, I'm doing so well. But you're not pushing your limits. You're just sat here reading a book. You're just here like, oh, I'm gonna read this book, page 1, 2. And then you're never going out, being uncomfortable and actually applying it. So what you need to do is you need to try new things. You need to go out there, sign up for that martial arts gym. Bro, literally, right now, pause this video, go to a new tab in your window, literally type in martial arts gym near me. I don't care if you're like, Adam, but I live in this small town and there's no, bro, there will be someone who's training martial arts who's willing to teach you. So search up martial arts in my city or martial arts near me. Sign up, bro, all of them have a trial. Pretty much 99% of them have a trial. Sign up for the trial and bro, try it out. Because if you want to bro, you can watch all these self-improvement videos, and I think this is where some people go wrong with self-improvement. It's like, you can watch all these videos where I'm talking to you about live outside your comfort zone and do all this. If you want to make progress, that means do it now. Literally pause, I'm telling you to pause this video, make my retention drop, I don't care. I just care about you making the fastest progress, and you'll do that by opening up a tab, searching up martial arts gym, and signing up for a trial and just fucking doing it. Bro, you'll feel nervous. Bro, you'll feel really uncomfortable. The first time I went to a martial arts gym, I was still a video gamer. I still had shit social skills. I still was terrible at talking to people, but I still fucking did it and I was so uncomfortable. But I highly doubt I would be anywhere close to where I am today if I didn't sign up for that martial arts class a year or two ago. But imagine if I would have avoided that experience just so that I could stay comfortable and not do it. I probably would still be in a pretty similar situation to where I was back then. Still playing video games, still having terrible friends, just kind of starting self-improvement but not really knowing too many good habits. But since I made myself uncomfortable, I was able to get to where I am today. And legit looking back, I swear if I wouldn't have made that decision, if I wouldn't have just said fuck, because no one told me, my parents weren't like, you gotta do this martial arts thing. I was just like, fuck, I wanna try this. And if I wouldn't have done that, bro, I swear I probably wouldn't be making these YouTube videos. I probably wouldn't be doing half the shit that I do today. And it all came from one time, one little minuscule, and it wasn't even that uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable the second I got there, meeting the coach and everything. I was like, oh, this is kind of scary. Then it was chill, then it was fine. Then I was like, bro, this is it literally became my favorite thing. I became obsessed. I was going every day. But see, it comes from just being a little bit uncomfortable. And that's what you need to understand. You need to be a little uncomfortable. So try that out, boys. And this is why you feel like you've plateaued on your self-improvement journey. I've already kind of mentioned this, but bro, the first time you went to the gym, yeah, I'm sure it was pretty uncomfortable and stuff, but after a month, it becomes a regular habit. So the reason you are staying where you are and the reason you're like, fuck, Adam, why aren't I making progress on self-improvement? I want to make progress, but why aren't I making progress? Why aren't I making progress fast? It's because you're not living outside of your comfort zone. You did very well and you lived outside of your comfort zone for a month or something when you started the gym, you started doing these habits. Oh, these feel uncomfortable, I don't like these, but you still did them. Then you got that initial, wow, life just got so much better. I'm not a video gamer anymore, whatever. But now the next step is to constantly be uncomfortable. And that means you see that girl, you want to go up to her, you think it might be uncomfortable, so you fucking do it. That means you want to make friends with those guys, you're kind of nervous, your heart's kind of pounding, you're like, shit, what do I say? You just fucking do it. And this is why my code is be a doer, not a thinker. Because the more you just fucking do it, the better you're gonna get at it. So the more you're just uncomfortable, bro, just be constantly uncomfortable. I wish I could just fucking drill this into your brain. Constantly be uncomfortable. If you're always uncomfortable, I promise you'll see success. I promise you'll make more friends. I promise you'll get a girl who likes you. I promise you these things will happen from just being uncomfortable. Now, the next step I want to mention is not avoiding potentially bad situations, and I'll explain what this is in just a second. The other day, I was talking to one of my video editors who might be editing this video, who knows, but I was talking to him and he was talking about how there was this one situation where there was these two girls that he kind of knew and stuff, and he got kind of nervous, so he walked away. And like, this has happened to all of us, and this is a pretty common experience that you might have faced before. You see someone you know or something, you don't know what to say, so you walk away, you're all uncomfortable, you're like, oh shit, maybe they seen me or something. But in reality, one, what's the worst that could potentially happen? You go up there, you don't know what to say, and you're like, oh, hi guys, and then you just walk away like, okay, yeah, they find it kind of funny, oh well, like, it happens. And two, so what? You'll learn infinitely more from just having the bad situation than by avoiding it. Because the more you avoid bad situations, the longer your self-improvement journey is just gonna get pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. Because it's those bad situations that you learn from. People sometimes ask me in the comments, how'd you get so comfortable on camera? How do you get so comfortable with social skills? How do you get better at speaking? Bro, from countless situations of terrible social skills. And like, it still happens to me sometimes where you have that awkward conversation or something, you're just like, that was kind of fucking weird. But the more you avoid those conversations, the less you learn. Because yeah, you can read the books like How to Win Friends and Influence People and stuff, and like, I'm not shitting on books or learning. I think learning and reading books is very, very important. But bro, I've learned 99% of my social skills from going out there, having a really awkward fucking conversation with someone, and then being like, what did I do wrong? Like, why was that so awkward? I mean, like, okay, well, I wasn't present. I went there with a script in mind, trying to speak a script, and like, it just didn't flow well. It didn't match the environment and stuff. Like, if you watch my social skills video, you know, I wasn't present. I wasn't looking at the environment. But, you know, these little things, I learned most of those from just like hundreds of conversations that went really bad, you know, at the gym, in the steam room, on walks, just like uncomfortable conversations. How's your workout been? Oh, good, bro. What? Like, just really weird shit. But like, that's how I've learned, and that's how you can learn literally anything, is by not avoiding bad situations. And like, this makes sense, but most people don't do it. If you think a situation might go badly, it doesn't mean you should avoid it. Like, as we mentioned, bro, what's the worst that can happen? Plus, you know, even if it does go the worst possible, think of how much you'll learn from having that experience. A lot. Like, a lot. Like, I promise you, bro, you'll learn a lot from having that bad experience. So if you want to make the fastest progress on your self-improvement journey, you need to be as uncomfortable as possible and have no shame about it. And something that might help ease your anxiety to go up to that girl, to have that conversation with someone, or to do something uncomfortable, is to just think of it as practice. If you were doing a practice exam for a test and you failed, you would think to yourself, oh well, it's the practice test anyway, let me see what I did wrong so that when I get on the real test, I can do well. And it's the same thing with this. This is just practice. In your mind, if you fuck up talking to that girl or something, this is just practice. She wasn't like, what, I'm young anyway, it wasn't gonna be my future wife, so oh well. That's how you need to think of it, because that eases 90% of your anxiety if you just think, it's practice. Oh well, you don't get anxious to do a practice test, right? Because you know it's not for any real marks. So it's the same for this. What's the need to get anxious? It's not real, it's just a practice test. Boom. Just practice. That's it. This is all just practice. That conversation with that person, practice. That's literally all you need to have in your mind, is that everything that you're doing right now is just practice for the real thing. Even if the real thing doesn't come. Because, you know, if you always tell yourself you practice, you'll just keep practicing, and you always gotta practice. Practice doesn't make perfect. It makes improvement. If you're new here, my name is Adam. I'm a 15-year-old kid, and I make these videos to help other young men who are in the situation I was in just a few years back. So if you are new, go down and click on the subscribe and post notification button, as it helps us both out. And as always, be a doer, not a thinker, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, watch these videos, by the way. See ya.